shop store. Let's chat today, y'all. Good morning and welcome back to my life, my channel. It is Monday. It is early in the morning and I've already gotten off one meeting and I have several meetings coming up for the rest of the week. So I am just kind of getting myself prepared for those meetings and going straight from there. But y'all, there is so much that I need to catch you up on. Oh my gosh, there's just so much I need to catch you up on. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Missing Piece podcast by Candace Spann. I am Candace and welcome back to my channel. Wherever you're watching this on YouTube or if you're actually watching it on Spotify or Apple, I always appreciate you guys always tuning in and just listening to what I have to say, even though I talk so much. So hopefully it's something that you're still interested in, but I always appreciate you guys following, subscribing, sharing, etc. I am back and I'm ready to talk a little bit more. If you've been following me on all my social media pages, which is _Candace Spann or _Candace Spann, a realtor, you know I've been posting a lot and recently kind of off socials for a little bit. And this is giving me time to actually just be a little bit more audible than actually visual. So work with me. So welcome back to my channel. I know I have not posted in a long time with some episodes, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all, it is so hard to do what I do. I'm not even gonna lie. To be able to work full-time entrepreneurship, post content, help other people post content, edit videos, get that stuff done, still record content, go into different neighborhoods, learning about real estate, real life, working on, it's a lot to do what I'm doing. But I have no complaints because I feel very blessed, but I'm also extremely tired. Yeah. So welcome back. I always appreciate you guys for always tuning in and just kind of dropping you in on just where I've been and what's been happening. Honestly, it's been like a year, I think, since the last, or maybe, no, I lie. It was actually December since I posted a video, but I don't think I've been posting like consistency because I've just been trying to get my footing on what I've been doing when it comes to just the new entrepreneurship realm. So I think the reason why I struggled a little bit is honestly because I've been trying to figure out how to compartmentalize who God created me to be. And I've learned that unfortunately, I just can't do that. Like God is literally giving you gifts for these reasons. And what God has revealed to me actually last week is that I have built whatever you need inside you to sustain you for the rest of your life. So anything that's inside of you that is coming out has already been planted as a seed inside of you before like you even knew yourself. So when all this stuff is oozing out of you, you don't have to feel like you have to compartmentalize or put it over here or sit this to a side and work on this first and work on this, that. If you feel like you want to do it all together, do it. If you feel like you want to do it at a stage, do it. But don't feel like you have to show one versus the other. And I think that that's where I've been struggling as a content creator because I'm doing it all by myself and just trying to show what at what time. It's a lot to balance. I'm super blessed, but also it's just a lot to maintain. So with that being said, I've taken some time to kind of figure out like, okay, what am I doing with my brand? So I've decided like with my whole brand under Candace Spann is going to be real life, real faith, and real estate. Those are the 3 pillars of things that I am going to be talking about. So when you go on my social media, TikTok, my regular Candace Spann page, my YouTube, it is going to compile of those same things. So I'm talking about my real life, I'm talking about my real faith, and I'm also talking about real estate. And those are the 3 pillars within myself. And I realized I don't have to compartmentalize that. I can be very funny. I can live my life. Y'all can see me, move my life and grow through faith. And then you're also going to be educated with real estate. And it's just been a really good experience over the past year in entrepreneurship. So that's just something that I've decided with my pillars now. So that's the first thing that I wanted to say. And not that you have to vocalize it, but I feel like saying it out loud and establishing that with people, then they can understand where you're taking your brand from there. So I wanted to say that. So where have I been since December? It is actually, we're about to go into July, so it's been about 6 months, and I am officially like a year and a half into full-time entrepreneurship. And I just want to say, let's give it up for God, because God is big God, big God, okay? And he is the one that's been sustaining me, y'all, for this year and a half. And when I tell you, my eyes have just been so open on just the capacity of who God called me to be and how to actually do that and how to make money. So it's just been very interesting. I will say, you have to be very disciplined to be an entrepreneur, because you're the one that's getting up. You're the one that's setting your schedule. You're the one that's making the cash. And while you're also doing all of those things by yourself, I also realized that I'm not technically alone, because God allowed me to do this full entrepreneurship, but I'm doing it with the partnership of him. So as sometimes I would be like, dang, everybody be an entrepreneur and they got all these teams and da 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 da. And I'm like, do I need an assistant? Do I need a team? Do I need to, eventually I'll get there, right? But I had to realize in this full-time entrepreneurship, I am not doing this without God. There's no possible way that I could do that. So that's where I've been this first full year and a half, this past 6 months. I've been incorporating God in all that I do. And not just in my day-to-day life, like just prayer and meditation and just taking my time with him, but also like bringing God into my plans, bringing God into my career, bringing God into everything that I do, so that he is very much a part of what I'm doing. Honestly, because I haven't done all of this without him anyway. So why not make him and continually make him the center of what I'm doing? So I've been practicing that. I will say it has been not necessarily difficult, but it is a practice that you have to do daily. So I think that I'm getting better at it. I'm asking God, like, what do you think about this? Like, is this a good idea? Should I be connecting with this person? Should I make this meeting? Should I do that? And when I tell you, when you consider God in everything and you make him at the center of all of your plans, even in your business, you will see God blow your mind. I recently shared with a friend, how I am seeing for the first time my gift make room for me. And if you don't know much about me, because you probably are meeting me right in the middle of my channel, my name is Candace Spann, an official introduction, right? And I've been doing real estate for about 10 years. I also have a degree in business management and also business marketing. So marketing is a big part of what I do. And I'm a very talkative person too as well. And I've just been doing content creation for almost 10 years now. So I am now at this point where people want me to help them with content creation. I'm now doing things that I've just never done when it comes to marketing. And over the past couple weeks, I've been considered for partnerships and interviews that I never thought in my life that I would be able to do. And I was able to create marketing proposals for businesses and brands. And I'm getting invited to events. I'm getting invited to secret PR events for me to do things to see if I can pitch myself to work and partner with these people. And I think that scared me. It scared me with the fact that the scripture says that your gift will make room for you and bring you with favor amongst many men. And when I say I've seen the favor of the Lord on my life, I've seen in real time what it is to be delighted by God. Like God put this gift in you and he is now putting you in rooms that you didn't even ask to be in. He's just making people like, hey, you should come. And now you're talking to people and now they want you to write a proposal. Y'all, that thing brought me to my knees at church and I cried out to God. Why? Because for the first time, not only am I seeing my gift make room for me, but I experienced fear that almost stopped me from trying to get into those rooms. I got so terrified by my own potential that, oh my gosh, I have the ability to do all these things, but there's nobody to do it with. There's nobody helping me. Da, da, da. And what if I fail? What if I don't do right? What if I da da da? And literally fear just swallowed me up to the point of anxiety that I had to get off social media. I had to take a break because I was working myself up into an anxiety attack. And I just had to rest in the fact that this is who God has made me to be. And he is putting me in rooms and allowing me to be exposed to different things, different people, different opportunities. And that is okay. At least I did the proposal. At least I did the interview. At least I got the job. I got the payment. I got this. I got that. And I'm able to do that. And guess what? I am at a place of being sustained and I'm resting in the fact that God did that in me. And that made me so emotional. I don't know why, but that is just so emotional. Like, wow, God loves me that much that he is literally his scriptures that he says is a promises in my life, and I'm seeing that in real time. And to be self-aware, not only like emotionally, but mentally, but also spiritually, to learn who you are, to be aware of yourself through God is a beautiful experience. So I really hope that you get there one day. And if not, pray for it, because it's something you need to see yourself how God sees you. You need to be in rooms and see what it looks like when God said that I called you to be this thing. Like, what? Me? Little old me? And it's the fact that it's not little old you. It is big old you. So that was like a second long point where I've been with full-time entrepreneurship and where God is taking me. And then just also segueing like the other two things that I'm doing. My candles are back online. So Abundant Life Restore, they are hand poured by me, natural soy candles in Charleston, South Carolina, and they smell amazing. And I've been put them back in stock, and they've been selling. And I just got to keep them in stock. You know, I did stock up a lot. So y'all go online and y'all shop now, abundantliferestore.com/shop. You should be able to find all my candles there. But if you just want to check out like what an experience it is to do a sip and pour class, I have one coming up August 9th, where I partner with the first Black woman wine sommelier in Charleston, South Carolina. Her name is Latasha Travell, and her and I are going to be co-branding and collaborating for this class. I won't even say workshop. It's just going to be an experience like none other. Bring a date, bring your girlfriends, bring your guy friends, whoever. We have spots for about 28 people. We already had a few people book on Eventbrite, but the tickets are around $70. You get around 2-ounce pours of all the wines that she's going to bring. And then also you're going to make candles with me, natural soy candles, and we'll have food, hors d'oeuvres, music. It's going to be a really good vibe. So I really would love for you guys to come. You can find all the information on my website. If you go to CandaceSpann.com, on my design tab, you'll see it there. If you go to Abundant Life Restore, there'll be a pop-up for the sip and pour, or you can look it up on Eventbrite, sip and pour, a wine class and candle making class. So you'll see all that information there. On top of that, I've also expanded into helping with content creation, like on a boutique status. So I do want to help brands in a way, kind of expanding their brand. And when it comes to marketing, in a sense that you're taking who you are to the people. I realized when it comes to content creation, as much as I love making reels and all that, I don't like doing it for like huge festivals. Like, I actually want to be the consumer at the event. I want to experience what everybody else is experiencing at the same time. And I don't want to work the whole event. But would I do private PR events? Absolutely. Will I help you get everything set up prior to it launching? Love that idea. Working on a social media strategy to really, expand your marketing. Love that concept. But when you actually launch it, I want to be the consumer of that day. Yeah, I want to do a reel, but it's also like, girl, I want to get samples and experience everything else everybody else experiencing. I realize as much as content creation can be fun, it's also very much a job. And when you're working events and then the events are like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, that is already 2-3 weeks of editing for content. It's too much. So you'll see something about that coming out soon, where I'll be expanding into that arch of my business, where I will be offering my services to help with marketing, help with social media, and help with content creation. So if you're interested in that, you can find all that information again at CandaceSpann.com. And then other than that, personal, I've been working out. I've been walking about 1 to 2 miles a day. I lost about 6 pounds, which is great. Yay. I cut my hair. So this is probably your first time seeing me if you're just checking out my podcast visually. But everybody's seen those on social media. So I cut my locks off. I've been growing them for about 6.5 years or so. And it's just been great. I still feel great since cutting my hair. My hair has already grown since then. And just really prioritizing health, rest, and just who God has called me to be in this season. And overall, that's really just about it. So you are taking a front seat to where I've been, what's been going on, and what I got coming out. And if you continually want to follow my journey, you can always look at my information at _Candace Spann or _Candace Spann the Realtor. And then also too, I've opened up a VIP email list for real estate. I realize that I make a lot of content for real estate, but people take that content to their realtor. And that's not the people that I want to capture. I want to work with people who, one, want to be a client of mine, and then also I can get your family or friends, or you feel like I'm a realtor that can help you in the South Carolina area. And so I opened up a VIP list and I separated them by buyers and sellers and first-time home buyers. And I'm giving people inside scoop about what's going on in real estate in the Charleston market, real time as I'm getting them. Y'all have no idea how many emails I get and how many model homes I'm going to every week learning about what is happening in Charleston. This past week, wrote a contract for a client. She was able to secure the 3.99 interest rate for a VA buyer. And that is something that not everybody knows about. So I just sent an e-blast out actually today to my email list. So I just wanted to say that I'm working on a lot of things. I'm organizing it, and I'm not trying to compartmentalize all the things I'm doing, but I'm just trying to allow people to experience all that I have to give. And hopefully that helps. So I know that was a lot of chatty fatty, but that brought you all up to speed on where I've been. So what you can look forward to in the next couple episodes: real life, real faith, and real estate. So these videos are going to talk about all the stuff that I have to say in those 3 pillars. And if that is something that you're interested in and you still want to be a part of, please stay. Please don't unsubscribe. And if you feel like this could help somebody else, please share my channel with somebody else. Overall, I really appreciate you guys for listening and taking the time out to tune into my podcast, again, wherever you're seeing and hearing this. And I can't wait to come back to you more. See you later.